Yokoso, Game Gramae. I'm Tom, and today we're looking at Azure Gunvolt, or Azure Striker Gunvolt. It's a Mega Man-inspired series by the team that made the Mega Man Zero series. However, thanks to modern technological advancements, the characters can talk a bunch more than on the Game Boy Advance, which means more to translate. Depending on how you look at it, it's either more work or more practice. So, let's dive in. This is Shion. Her name comes from the English word cyan, but instead of being cyan, it's Shion because Japanese isn't English, and in Japan, they say Shion. The English localization renamed her Jewel, presumably to pair better with Gunvolt's name. Shion ga shinku no mae de nanika o shiteiru. Nagashi means sink, like where you clean dishes. Strangely, the furigana don't say nagashi, they say shinku, like sink. Having kanji say one thing and the furigana say something different is fairly common. Usually it's so you can name your dark and edgy character Shadow, but still use the kanji for kage, just to be double edgy. But I guess you can use it for sinks too. No maede means in front of, so Shion is in front of the nagashi. Nani means what, but nanika means something, and shiteiru means is currently doing. Shion ga shinku no mae de nanika o shiteiru. Shion is doing something in front of the sink. So, hey, we're setting the scene. A pretty ordinary scene. Unlikely for anything strange to happen.
Yakisoba!
あれはカップ焼きそば夜食だろうか? Don't crack open your dictionary so fast. Fifun isn't in there. Shion is just humming. Yakisoba is a very common dish. Yaki means fried and soba means buckwheat noodles. Though even in English we just say yakisoba, don't we? She pronounced it as yakisoba because she's singing when we all know the rules don't totally apply when we're singing. Yakisoba. Are means that, which refers to something away from the speaker and the listener. Kappu means cup, so kappu yakisoba is yakisoba that comes in a cup, like this. Yashoku is evening meal, but it can also be used as midnight snack. Yushoku is more common for dinner, and daro is one of our imploring sentence enders. It sort of means I think or I guess, and it can also soften statements. The ka makes it a question. Yakisoba. あれはカップ焼きそば夜食だろうか? And now for the English. Fried noodles. That's a fried noodle cup. A midnight snack, perhaps?
まさかカップ焼きそばなんてものがこの世にあっただなんて。3分経った。あとはお湯を捨てるだけね。一体どの段階で麺が焼かれるんだろう。
Masaka means something unexpected, but it's used more as an exclamation here, like wow or I never would have guessed. Nante means things like, and mono just means things, so kappu yakisoba nante mono is just things like cup yakisoba. It's a little redundant, but it works. Kono means this, and yo means world. Aru is our to exist verb, and it's used alongside the ni particle to indicate where it exists. Kono yoni, in this world. The second nante is an exclamation, kinda like, I can't believe it's not butter. Masaka, kappu yakisoba nante mono ga kono you ni atta da nante. Amazing, I can't believe things like fried noodle cups exist in this world. Fun means minute, but with 1, 3, 4, 6, 8, and 10, it's pronounced pun. Tatta comes from tatsu, which is like time passes, so sanpun tatta is just saying 3 minutes passed, or the 3 minutes is up. Waiting 3 minutes for cup noodles is a Japanese cultural touchstone of sorts. Ato means after, like after the 3 minutes have passed. Oyu means hot water. I can say from personal experience that if you say atsui mizu instead of oyu, you'll get strange looks. And remember the honorific o. Oyu helps make tea, and tea is the best, so show some respect. Suteru means to throw away, so oyu o suteru is throwing out hot water. It's been in the cup, now you have to throw it away. Dake means only or just. It's the final step, it's all she has left to do. 3分経った。あとはお湯を捨てるだけね。3 minutes have passed. Now I just throw out the hot water. Hittai roughly translates to what on earth? The point is that the speaker's a bit shocked or exasperated. It really emphasizes the question aspect of it. Dankai means phase or grade or level, as dono dankai, it's at which phase, and ittai dono dankai is which phase exactly? Men are noodles. It's the same men from ramen, which is usually written in katakana because Japanese people tell you that ramen is Chinese and katakana is for foreign words. You can even hear Mian Mian from ARMS say the Chinese equivalent in her introduction because, well, ramen is Chinese apparently. Also, her name is basically Min Min. Side note, Noodle Noodle is a way better English name than Min Min. Yaku means to bake or grill or fry, and yakareru is its passive form. Something is done to them. So instead of min o yaku, to fry noodles, we say nen ga yakareru. Noodles are fried. The noodles are the subject, not the cook. This is part of an explanatory sentence, as in, it's because of this that it happens. But des is replaced by daro, which means it seems or I guess. Since it's a question, she's wondering about it. Masaka. カップ焼きそばなんてものがこの世にあっただなんて。3分経った。あとはお湯を捨てるだけね。一体どの段階で麺が焼かれるんだろう? Amazing! I can't believe things like fried cup noodles exist in this world. 3 minutes have passed. All that's left to do is pouring out the hot water, right? I wonder, what step exactly are the noodles fried at? どうも、何か勘違いをしてるみたいだけど。と、彼女はお湯を一気に捨て始めた。温められたシンクがボコンと大きく音を立てる。Domo in this context is somehow, not like the more common domo arigato, thank you very much. Nanika is something and kanchigai is misunderstanding or wrong guess. So if you are nanikai kanchigai o shiteiru, you are currently misunderstanding something. And mitai isn't want to see, it's look like or seems to be. The want to see mitai will usually have either kanji or the context will make it obviously different. Finally, the dakedo at the end of the sentence is like saying however or but, so domo nanika kanchigai o shiteiru mitai dakedo means somehow she seems to have mistook something, but kanojo means she or her. We're talking about Cyan here. Ikki is in one go or all at once. Hajimeru means to start, so sute hajimeru means to start to pour out. As sute hajimeta, it's the past tense, started to pour, so kanojo wa oyu o ikki ni sute hajimeta is she started to pour out the hot water all at once. Atatameru means to heat. Here it's the passive atatamerareru, so it means to be heated, and a atatamerareta shinku is a sink that was heated. Bokon is the sound of, well, bokon. The to is like a quotation mark for that bokon, like someone said it. And if you look at the kanji, oto tateru means to stand up a sound. But the phrase oto tateru is used like we say to make a sound. So, bokon to oto tateru is to make a bokon sound. Finally, oki means big. It's in the adverb form okiku, so it describes or modifies a verb. Okiku oto tateru is to make a big sound. Domo. 何か勘違いをしてるみたいだけど。と、彼女はお湯を一気に捨て始めた。温められたシンクがボコンと大きく音を立てる。Somehow, she seems to have mistook something, but just then she started to pour the hot water out all at once, and the sink warmed up and made a loud popping sound.
今の音、何
？Shion. Kya, ima no oto. Nani? Kya is just her yelling in surprise. Ima means now, and we know oto is sound, and nani is what, so she's saying, Kya, ima no oto. Nani? Ah, what was that sound just now? Shion. This last bit doesn't need translation. We're all thinking it. Come on, Shion. Everybody knows that certain sinks make loud popping sounds if you pour a lot of hot water in them because the metal expands and then begins to contract as it cools down, and if you didn't know before, then you do now. Game grammar! Just like Shion does. Hopefully. That's it for today. The Gunvolt series has a ton of interesting dialogue, and we don't have time to cover it all, so I hope you appreciate the part we chose. I like to think that this bit is particularly poppin'. If you enjoyed this video, you can support us in so many ways. You can leave a like, you can subscribe, you can leave a comment saying, "You did a really good job." You can reach out to us on Facebook or Twitter, all that good stuff. If you want to go the extra mile, you can become a patron at patreon.com/GameJarmuth, like Titan, Alvaro Navarro, Shonen Beck, Nathan Shopkoff, Brendan Heisler, Adam J. Blodgett, and a whole bunch of other people. All the proceeds go towards things like video games that we then translate for you, and computer parts to help me stream better, that stuff. Thank you once again, and until next time, mata ne!